Howdy, my beautiful Capricorn. How are you doing today? Let's get into your weekly tarot reading for September. So check out your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus sign to get the full understanding of your chart of what's happening for you, Capricorn. Give this video a like and subscribe and comment down below how this reading helps you out, because not only does it help me out, I also enjoy just talking to y'all. All right, Capricorn. So the first card coming in for you, you have the Knight of Cups. All right, opportunity is coming your way. Opportunity is knocking on your door in a social way, Capricorn. This could be in a way of where it's just like someone coming forward to you. Back of the deck, Wheel of Fortune coming in. Definitely someone that you already know or are familiar with, Capricorn. All right, maybe someone is going to be knocking on your door, Capricorn, of someone that like you wasn't understanding your point of view, or maybe there was some distance or friction, whatever. That's your business, Capricorn. All right, but in a social way, this is translating to a social reading for you. Be expecting someone that you initially were not on good terms with or speaking to coming knocking on your door in the coming days. I'm leaning further into opportunities for this though, Capricorn, because we have the Eight of Pentacles with this as well. All right, this is a card of up leveling. All right, in a way of where we're talking about your projects here, I feel like opportunities are going to be knocking on your door. I do see promotion for some of you guys, or this opportunity to elevate your finances. I see for some of you Capricorns as well, you starting to learn more about a craft, right? Maybe you're starting to take courses or going to college, or you're advancing in some way here, Capricorn, and I really like it. All right, continue doing what it is that you have been. All right, whether that's, you know, through your research on whatever it is. It could be varying from doing courses or researching how other YouTubers record their videos or what have you, Capricorn. Whatever the case is, I feel like whatever work that you're putting in right now is what's getting this Wheel of Fortune to change in your favor here, to have opportunity knocking on your door. All right, how you would still translate this in a social way, Capricorn, would be someone knocking on your door again in hopes of elevating the connection, because whether that was whatever, with that silence that happened, Capricorn, they were able to self-reflect, they were able to change. All right, they were able to figure out where, like, what went wrong, who, like, you know, figuring out what they needed to do to improve themselves for you. All right, that's how I see this as in terms of social. All right, I do get this sense though. What is this opportunity going to be looking like? Six of Swords, helping you get out of a situation. All right, helping you get out of a situation, Capricorn. So maybe you don't like your current job or how you currently make money. All right, maybe you don't like, what are you getting away from? Fool card, fresh start. Yeah, very much so for those Capricorn that are craving a fresh start in their job, fresh start when it comes to relationships. Maybe for you Capricorn, in a social way, you are craving just a completely fresh start. Maybe you went no contact with a good portion of your social circle and just, like, you know, starting completely new again. I see that happening. All right, new people are going to be knocking on your door, but I also feel like this opportunity is going to come in, Capricorn, where it's like a new job setting entirely. All right, so in the sense of a promotion here, or like a raise, I want to take that raise message back. All right, because I would then see this as Capricorn, a sense of where it's just like a literal promotion, where it's just like you have the increase in finances, but it's through, like, in a different setting. All right, especially for those that have been doing research on, like, you know, whatever the case is for you, Capricorn, right? Maybe you've been researching how to do a YouTube channel. All right, continue putting energy into that, because it's through whatever research, it's through whatever it is that you're learning, getting more information about, that's going to assist you to have that new fool's journey, getting you out of a place to have that fresh start that you're putting all this work into. All right, Capricorn. So whatever, this opportunity is looking extremely valuable to you. And it's going to be providing substance. That's the final card for this row here. It's going to be providing substance for you. All right, with this Hierophant energy here, I feel like you guys are walking away from whatever it is that you're walking away from prior. I feel like you just felt underwhelmed, Capricorn. Perhaps is underwhelmed the word for it? Underwhelmed with where, like, for example, in terms of a job, like, you couldn't see yourself working that same job, doing that same thing for like years on end, or that relationship, you couldn't really see things going past like the talking phase, because for a while it's just like, okay, like everyone I talk to just has, like, can only do small talk, right? Or just like, you know, whatever. All right, I feel like you're stepping into this new portion of your life here, Capricorn, by finally having the self-awareness and putting in the effort now, Capricorn, right, with this Eight of Pentacles, that's how you get to I feel you're changing your story. You're changing your life story here. That's ultimately what I get with this here, Capricorn, is you're changing your life story because you are unhappy with how the current story setting is. And so that's why you're just craving this sense of just like a completely fresh new start. All right, because you're just like, whatever facet of this life this is, socially, what have you, I get this sense of where it just, you couldn't see, like, you can't see yourself doing this for too much longer. So it's like you need more substance, right, Capricorn? That's what you're craving. You're craving substance from your connections. Five of Wands coming in here with the Devil card. I don't feel like I vocally spoke about this, but this is going to be for that Wheel of Fortune. And I was like, my thought process was in terms of curious about like who's going to be knocking on your door that you already know. All right. And it's not going to be for everybody, Capricorn, because I feel like for some of you Capricorns, like you've already made it very clear, block button, like your devil horns came out, right? This is your card, right? With the devil. So it's like, this is going to be for very specific few, but I feel like for you, Capricorn, you stuck to your guns with a situation. Someone tried to come at you with some BS, with some drama. All right, whether they try to create drama with you, whether they try to, like, whatever the case is, like, I see that you stood in your truth here with this Nine of Wands, and I celebrate you for that. All right, Capricorn, because whatever the case is, it's like you knew you were in the right here. This, whatever this energy is, this couldn't gaslight you. This couldn't convince you, Capricorn, that you were in the wrong or what have you here. By you standing in your truth with this, right, you were just like, nah, like this problem's not my problem here. I'm over it. Like I'm not enabling this here, right? Let's continue on here. I want to do shuffle. There's a couple cards that fell out, but I wasn't feeling drawn to like including them. Like they didn't make sense for the reading. I don't feel like it didn't feel connected. I feel like it's like this sense is like you were standing strong in your boundaries, Capricorn, with a situation where you're just like, no, it needs to be in this way. You're not going to make me feel like I'm crazy. You stood in your truth, Capricorn. You knew that you were in the right about this. And so it's just like, for those that are struggling right now, standing in your truth because you don't know if it's going to pay off, right? It's that sense of where it's just like, keep that pride, darling, because it's like standing strong, maintaining that backbone with that situation is going to pay off. Does that make sense, Capricorn? Ten of Swords wanted to come out here. Yeah. It's like you needed to take a stand with the situation to end a cycle. All right, whether it's the cycle of the type of person, or for many of you Capricorns, it might be the cycle of just like this one specific person where a specific person constantly always was able to cause distress in your life, where they were able, you allowed access, because that's really what it is, Capricorn. It's like, I don't feel like you really allow anyone to emotionally impact you unless you make the choice in doing it, right? You're just like, you know what, this person gets a slide. I feel like you gave this person too many slides, and now you're just like, you know what, like, I'm done. All right, if you're gonna come at me, the next time you come at me, you need to come at me correct, or don't come at me at all. All right. And so that's what I feel like is happening, is like they're coming at you correct because it's like you stood in your truth. There's like a phrase or some slang with this, right? Where it's just like chicken on the road. It's like both of y'all playing chicken on the road and no one wanted to give. Like no one wanted to call chicken. So you guys kept on like trying to outdo one another. But you still remain victorious because you knew your truth. You knew that whatever it was that they're bringing forward to you was some BS. And I feel like you were fed up with that BS, Capricorn. I feel like you're just like, nah, like this isn't it. So we're talking about your Eight of Pentacles now. All right. So I definitely see, you know, with the Page of Pentacles, I see a stream of new revenue here. I really do, Capricorn. I feel like for you, September is going to be a month of an increase in finances. You might be having like a new job setting. You know, I really lean into that sense where it's just like, for those, whatever you might be doing research on right now, right? When you start a YouTube channel, you don't make any money, right? You know, full disclosure, right? You don't make any money. It takes a while for a lot of the times for YouTube to actually like sustain you on any level. And so it's just like, whatever research you're doing right now, it's going to pay off, is how I see this as, to address your burdens here, Capricorn. 10 of Wands. What is this about? Hanged Man. Six of Cups, both in the reverse here. Capricorn. I see this as there are certain things that you were meant to do, Capricorn. And I feel like your life has like given you like these type of ultimatums in the past where it's just like your path was meant to do a specific thing, whether it's like running your own business, having a YouTube channel, what have you. Like, I feel like other jobs like never would. I feel like you've always tried to like sink into something that's comfortable, Capricorn. For example, you might be, your comfort zone might be, you know, working in the medical field, like being a nurse, being a CNA, right, or a doctor, whatever it is, right? But like every time that you would continue in that craft, like something would happen where it's just like, I feel like kind of just blew up in your face, or it's just like there are always times where it's just like the opportunity presented itself where you were able to have more time to sink into a passion, but you never did. I feel like you're going to be finally making the time for the thing that you were meant to be doing. Like, if you like, that's what it is, Capricorn. It's like, I feel like you're finally going to be doing the thing that life has consistently tried to like open up possibilities for you to do that in the past, but you never had the time or the energy, or there's just always too much going on that you couldn't commit to it. And I feel like another opportunity is going to be coming forward to you, Capricorn, of doing this thing that you always have wanted to do, but you never made the time for. So I see this in terms of like career, right? Maybe you want to open up your own bakery, but I also can see this in the mundane, Capricorn, where it's just like things are going to start shaping up to where it's just like you always wanted to take that trip to Cabo or to Vegas for a weekend, and things are going to start figuring itself out, Capricorn, so you can go to Cabo for the weekend or to Vegas or what have you. Does that make sense? I also want to be expressing, Capricorn, you know, going back into the social dynamic for those that this is a social reading for. The Page of Pentacles is someone extending out to their communication to you, Capricorn. All right, full disclosure here. All right, so I'm just pointing out the consistent signs of why, you know, from what it was I was saying beforehand, so you understand why I say certain things, Capricorn. So it's like there is this consistent message here of like expecting someone like knocking on your door that there wasn't communication with, right? Even the Court card, right? Knight of Swords here. All right, this is very wishy-washy energy where it's just like some days you're good with them, some days they're not, right? But going back into more so just about you and not other people. All right, this Knight of Swords energy represents Capricorn, unexpected events, things happening at a quick pace. All right, Knight of Swords energy with the Ace of Swords here, Page of Pentacles on with the Eight of Pentacles with this here. I'm going to be honest here, Capricorn. It's like, now that you no longer are denying this thing that you meant, that you've always wanted to do but never had the time for, I see for those that finally start making the time to be like, you know what, I've been always having like the instability with jobs or what have you, and this is finally a time where it's like I can really give it the good honest try of like having my own business, having my own bakery, and giving it that honest try. But it's through giving that honest try, it's a lot more successful than what you would anticipate it as. Does that make sense? I don't usually like to express it in this way because I don't, you know, I don't believe in overnight successes, right? I don't believe in the concept of just one day you wake up and you're successful. But I see in this case here, Capricorn, it's like by you finally leaning into your calling, it happens so much quicker. It's like you realize it's like, wow, like I was always meant for YouTube, right? Because it's like the first few videos you post, you get thousands of views, and it's extremely validating for you. So you take that example, Capricorn, and you apply it to your own personal life, and that's how it's relevant to you, right? Where it's just like, it normally doesn't come that easy, but like you understand that being like, okay, this is what I'm meant to do because Spirit has made it possible for me to do this, because they gave the blessing by blessing my videos with like the views or what have you, confirming that this is what you are meant to do. Does that make sense? So getting into your oracle cards, focus on the positive new moon in Sagittarius and last quarter moon. Attend to the details coming in here, Capricorn. Focusing on the positive and attend to the details here. What I want to be telling you here, Capricorn, is that I feel like this focus on the positive card more so comes in the sense of like making lemonade out of those lemons, of where it's just like finally making the time for what it is that you wanted to do. I feel that's how I translate this as, right? You know, my readings are always collaborative, so maybe this means something different for you, Capricorn. All right. in a social way. I kind of feel this as where you would take this as where it's like, we're going to go back to the assumption someone knocking on your door, focusing on the positive, where it's just like, okay, like, you know, they say that they've changed. I can kind of tell some change, but focus on the details of it, being like, all right, let's pay attention to like this minor things, right? Focus on the positive, where it's just like, okay, they say they've changed and they want to work on this, what have you, develop things, you know, seems to be overall positive. At least the intentions are positive, but you know, intentions are one thing from the reality, right? And that's not always the case, where it's just like our intentions are not always aligned with the reality. So it's like, I will say, Capricorns, like, they might come in with the intent of being like, yeah, I've changed, but some of them might be falling back into old patterns or habits, just to be very honest. All right, so let's get your moon oracle cards, Capricorn, just to wrap up this tarot reading today. Full moon in Cancer in the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back in a personal resolution. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Do we even need to unpack this from what we were just talking about socially? All right. Don't let the past hold you back from that situation, whether that's just like, you know, not giving this another 30th chance, or maybe for some of you, it's a message where it's just like, don't reference what happened in the past for the future with this person, because the issue reaches a resolution here. Don't focus on the past, Capricorn, about previous hiccups in your career, about whatever that you've had to deal with, that you've had to walk away from, Capricorn. All right, because it's reaching a resolution. Things are finally going to be looking up for you in September, it feels. So I love you so much, darling. Be sure, Capricorn, to check out my monthly pick a card reading in the top right hand corner of your screen, and I'll connect with you at a later point in time. Bye, Capricorn.